every day. You wake up, you go to work, collect a paycheck, save for retirement. You wake up, you go to work, you collect a paycheck, you save for retirement. You get up, you go to work, you collect a paycheck, you save for retirement. Get up, work, paycheck, retirement. Until you realize you're actually getting quite close to the big retirement day that you've been saving assets and investing for so long so that you can afford a good retirement. Listen, I understand how you're feeling. Heading into retirement is one of the highest anxiety-provoking decisions that you could ever make, because you're finally getting to that point where you're going to actually need to live off the assets that you've spent a lifetime accumulating, and you don't want to mess it up. So maybe you're thinking about making what I think is a very big mistake that could prove to be very costly over time, and that's going too conservative with your investments. You see, I said too conservative. Well, anyway, don't mean to be annoying with that, too conservative, but I want to prove a point, okay? So if you, let's say hypothetically, you've got $1 million nest egg, and just at 2% inflation, you're losing $20,000 the first year, and a little bit less than $20,000 the following year, and $20,000, so on and so forth. You're losing 2% of your assets without even doing anything. Inflation is something like I call it. It's like high blood pressure. It's like the silent killer of your assets, because you don't even realize that your assets are literally, wait for it, melting away. I don't know how I think of these things, but I am loving making these videos. Thank you for humoring me. Now, if you're making a little bit of interest on your assets, like money markets or savings rates or CDs, let's say you're getting 2.5%, for example, you know what? Maybe that's helping you stay ahead of the inflationary picture a little bit. But then, I'm not a tax advisor, so you have to check with your CPA, for tax advice. But after taxes, you're really barely getting ahead with your assets. All the while, your other expenses are skyrocketing in some cases, like healthcare. But generally speaking, prices go up, so you need to keep your account growing. So how do you do that when you're a very conservative investor? Because I understand where you're coming from. I have been helping people get ready for retirement for just about 30 years now. So I've seen this many, many times before, and I want to give you the same advice that I give to my clients, and that has worked for them for many, many years. Let's take a look at a very conservative portfolio. But maybe 80% of that portfolio could be very safe, stable investments. But the other 20% could be in more growth-oriented assets, such as large cap stocks, dividend-paying stocks, real estate investment trusts, also known as REITs. Because even though you're worried about the volatility of that 20% portion of your portfolio, the fact of the matter is, while stocks go down, your bonds could go up, and while your bonds or your stable investments lose value to either inflation or just market prices, your other assets, your growth assets, could go up, and that actually has the ability to help mitigate volatility in your portfolio, because those two asset classes are not correlated, meaning they don't move up and down together at the same time. Plus, you're going to need a hedge against inflation over time. Because if you let inflation get the best of your accounts, of your assets, what you realize is it actually greatly impedes your ability to maintain your lifestyle in retirement. And that's the exact thing that you were trying to avoid in the first place by being all out conservative with your investment. Then what can happen is you can become angry and bitter. And believe me, folks, you don't want to become that guy. Now, there's no one size fits all for everybody. This is really a matter of your own risk tolerance, your time horizon, and your financial goals. If you have a question about that, you're certainly welcome to speak with me about that. All of my contact information can be found at clientfirststrategy.com. Please thumbs up the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.